So, undeniably the biggest drug kingpin in South Jamaica, Queens, Unique was handed the keys to the castle by his brother, who is spending the rest of his life in prison. Unique is Raq's main rival in quest for domination of the streets. Handsome, hard, shrewd, he's the man in every single way. Unique runs the blocks, negotiating for control of the neighborhood, and when there's an obstacle, he's tough but fair until he isn't. If a rival crosses a line, Unique will be there to retaliate to protect his own. So that was Unique's character description before season 1, and it is safe to say his brother won't be happy at the fact Raq is now sitting on the throne in Queens, because everything he built and passed down to Unique is now gone. And in Power, we've got a history of characters being released from prison, so even though Ronnie's in prison for life, you can never say never in the world of Power, and it's just something to keep in the back of our minds. Will we see Ronnie in a future season in Raising Kanan? Because where Unique was tough but fair in season 1, we don't know what Ronnie will bring to the table, but we certainly know what Unique will bring, and that's revenge. And there are a couple of ways Unique could bring it to Raq. And later on in the video, we're gonna run through how sometimes it's necessary to work with your enemies to combat a larger threat. In other words, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but we're gonna get to that later. So with that being said, we're gonna discuss the exclusive clip that was released for Unique. So if you do consider anything we're gonna discuss spoilers, then this is your chance to turn off.
Couldn't believe my fucking ears when I heard you might be getting released soon.
Cause I ain't done nothing, man. I mean, everybody guilty of something, yo.
So in season 2, we're gonna pick up with Unique in prison, and this was an exclusive clip that was released of Unique and the CO, where the CO said he couldn't believe he was being released, and Unique responded with, "That's because I'm not guilty, but everybody's guilty of something." Unique definitely is, and some of the COs in prison are all definitely guilty of taking bribes and perhaps favoring other inmates. Even in the real world of business, I'm sure someone like Simon Stern hasn't got to the position he has without having to do some shady shit. So Unique is definitely right when he said we're all guilty of something. But Raq's got a word of Unique being released, because we're gonna hear her tell Marvin and Lou she's got a word it's gonna be pretty soon, and she wants to put the wheels in motion to fully crush him. And the way she wants to crush Unique is by bringing Worrell on board, but why not kill him? Especially considering he's the one who tried to kill Lulu. Now I think Raq is thinking about expanding, so when you expand you need more resources, and that includes soldiers, but she won't be able to get full control over Unique's men because they'll follow who they trust, and that man at this moment in time is probably Worrell. So if you kill Worrell, you lose his soldiers, but if you keep Worrell alive and convince him to join your organization, then not only do you gain Worrell, but you gain the whole of Unique's crew. Now we all know it's a bad idea to trust Worrell, and we'll get to that in just a moment, but that's why I believe Raq wants to bring Worrell on board. She's thinking about franchising and expanding. So will Unique have an organization and soldiers to go back to when he is released from prison? How loyal are his crew? That's the question we should be asking. And something I want to remind you guys of is Trez G. Now he was someone who grew up with Unique, and he was someone who Unique loved, but you're not a real killer till you kill someone you love. Now the reason why he killed Trez G was because he was getting high on the job, and from his character description we know he's tough but fair until he isn't. But what this did was put fear into the soldiers that if you make one wrong move, you're dead, and in Unique's words, not one of them were safe. Unique was also the type of leader to never take advice from his number 2. It was his way and only his way. For example, stretching on the product when Dean cut him off after it was too hot. So the question I have is, after everything that happened in season 1 and Unique's organization now knowing Raq is in control of the Baisleys and the 40s as well as Unique's corners, which side are they gonna pick? After all, they do need to eat as well, and I'm sure they've got families and loved ones they need to take care of. It's exactly why Davina snitched on the stash house. She had to take care of Tanisha, and Unique promised her he'd pay for her mom to go into rehab, so you're always gonna look after yours. So do they side with Raq, who's currently sitting on the throne, knowing they've got work and knowing they'll make money, or do they stay loyal to Unique, knowing he's got no business to come back to, and even though there's gonna be revenge, there's no guarantee they'll win the war against Raq, where they'll probably have to put their bodies on the line. So it's up in the air whether War-El and Unique's crew decide to work for Raq, but if they do, could Unique pull a similar move that Raq pulled in season 1 with Scrappy? Now she planted Scrappy in Unique's organization, but he saw it coming from a mile away and sent him back with one eye and one kidney. So will Raq regret not killing War-El? Could Unique take a move out of Raq's own book, which is Law 14 from the 48 Laws of Power, pose as a friend and work as a spy? Because let's not get it twisted, even if Unique does have the backing of War-El or not, he's gonna be back for revenge, and I'm sure he'll make some new friends if he has to, because the enemy of his enemy is his friend, and sometimes you have to come together to take down a common threat for the greater good. So could we see Unique perhaps teaming up with the Italians? Or another wild theory that I just want to throw out there is, could we see Unique teaming up with D-Wiz's brother? Because let's not forget who killed D-Wiz. It was Lulu on the orders of Raq, and they killed him to save Kanan. So eventually D-Wiz's brother will come back for revenge. So he's a dark horse sort of theory for season 2. But whatever happens and who sides with who, Unique will want his throne back, and Dean is someone who could potentially help him. Now even if Unique fails to win the throne back, he'll definitely cause some damage and chaos. But chaos creates opportunities. So if Unique is causing chaos with Raq, could we see a new player step in and take control while everybody else is at war? Perhaps Breeze. I think it's just one season too soon for Breeze to enter the scene, but he is definitely someone who could definitely take advantage of the chaos, especially because Kanan will be a lot more wary of Raq in season 2, but there will definitely be an opportunity for someone if they can take advantage of the chaos. And where Raq came out on top in season 1, will she come out on top in season 2? Let's wait and see, because I'm sure not only Unique will have something to say, but possibly Kanan, Dean, the Italian mafia, and possibly some more enemies. But that's a breakdown of the new exclusive clip that was released with Unique in jail, and how he'll probably be released very early on, either by the end of episode 1 or by 2 in my opinion. But drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section on all things Unique, and will he get the better of Raq in season 2? And could War-El be his way of attacking Raq's organization from the inside? Drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section, and of course if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 3 and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.